To you live from the backseat of a 1984 Holden Kingswood. It's time for Destiny Down Under.
G'day and welcome to the 153rd episode of the Destiny Down Under podcast. After some technical difficulties, we have returned. And just let us know if the audio is working all right in chat. If you can, that would be rad. But we're here today to celebrate, well, getting the Australian Destiny community together. We're going to have the event tonight, the Destiny ANZ, FANZ.
Yeah, it's kicking off. Look, UK's got Deej, but I feel like...
What is...
I feel like...
What the fuck is up with that microphone? You know what, I think the podcast would be better.
Doesn't this look natural to you?
You look like you don't have a spine.
Chat could see what you had for breakfast. Close your legs, you fuck.
I reckon.
Mylan Games toxic man spreader.
Dude,
fuck.
You know that scene in Lord of the Rings where they've got Gandalf and Frodo on the wagon?
Yeah.
This is like that optical illusion. I'm going to look like a... You're normally the Hobbit, though.
We're all the same height.
Yeah, right.
We can fucking do that later.
Gandalf.
Yeah. But we've got a special guest. We've got a special guest today. The fourth epic member of the DDU is here in attendance, Keg.
Hey.
It's the live studio audience of one, and we've got a couple of the boys, Nick and Etz, are dutifully toiling away behind the tools over there, doing all the shit and making sure that you can hear us. So, holy crap!
Did it work? Are we?
Did it work? I haven't heard anything. No bad reports.
There you go. What? Restart. IT. Just restart it.
There you are. There's a lot to be said.
Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again?
Yeah, and apparently it works.
Just got a Java update, so that's good.
Oh,
Yay!
Good, yeah. Any Windows updates?
No, all right.
All right.
So this week we're down here. We're in Sydney. We're doing the podcast. But fucking these two are going to be sitting here fucking fidgeting the whole time. Matt's going to have the mic up his nose before the end of the podcast. But we're here. We're in Sydney. We've got all of the DDU here, and we've got our Cunts Incorporated. We've got our producers. We've got our people, and that's my one.
All right, you're allowed one.
All right. Even though I've been screaming it for the last half an hour.
Razer as a sponsor.
True.
We've got Razer.
guys...
We've got Razer. So just behind the camera there, we've got a whole bunch of Razer laptops and Ornata mice and things like that, which we're going to do games and stuff here tonight, which is really fucking fantastic.
Pick up the camera and show the people what's going on down
is it
here.
gonna break the framing?
No, don't touch it.
Don't touch it. That was a shit idea. Never mind.
Everything we've been setting up.
Yeah, there you go. Here's like a really haphazardly shot.
Woo!
Speaking of sponsors and stuff like that, we do have a bunch of goodies to give away to the people who are here, but just checked with Felicia before. I'm also going to be giving away some of these boots, the Destiny boots, on Mylan Games, which is going to be on Monday. You have to enter a competition to say your favourite thing about Saint-14. These
Nobody
are like...
knows anything about him. He's a Russian dude who likes to headbutt people.
I reckon he's Greek.
He's Rasputin.
That would have been an answer. If you said a Russian guardian who likes to
give me my boots.
Yes, that's fine. That's how you enter.
You know what?
And this is from the Australian Destiny ANZ page, but anyone can enter. And I pushed for international entry. So big thank you to the Australian team for letting us give it away to... What are you laughing about?
My favourite thing about Saint-14 is his posture.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder that Mylan Games is actually a therapist.
Can we get the news thing and Sloth can start talking about some news shit and I'll try and help Matt out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this week has been a big week. So not only have we seen the trailer...
Is that better, mate?
That's better.
If you are not watching this live or on
I could
YouTube
just- my God.
and you're listening to this,
Couldn't I not?
You can hold it if you want.
Oh, fuck yeah. Watch me break it.
You're going to hold it. You're going to hold
Oh,
it.
look at that. Oh, that's
look
way
at
better.
that.
Yeah,
Nearly
right,
fucked you with
right,
it.
right.
Yeah,
There we go.
right.
Wow.
Okay.
This week we've had the Season of Dawn trailer, which showed a return of a Titan,
Yeah.
Yep.
The greatest Titan.
the
of all
greatest
time.
Titan
I'll take offense
ever
to that.
known. No, yeah, so do I.
Well,
Yeah.
so you know, people,
we've got
we're
we've
predicting
got
this,
people
right?
like BK Spleen in the community. Fucking Saint-14's got nothing on it.
IMDb had Saint-14 listed as a voice actor when season...
Shadowkeep.
Was it Shadowkeep?
Yeah, it was a while ago.
It was
I remember
Shadowkeep,
it was
yeah.
Shadowkeep
So everyone
because-
was sort of thinking he was going to come back at some point.
Yeah, but he's the son of the I almost said the traveller. He's the son of the speaker. The
He's not.
speaker's- What?
No, they're like...
I'll get to it.
It's like
But yeah,
Baby Yoda is
He
the
does.
Mandalorian.
He does call the speaker father. Yeah, that's true.
Baby Yoda is actually Mike Pence.
fucking war.
Baby Yoda is actually.
You
Mike
lost you.
Pence.
I'll find
Yeah.
it for you. I've got more mobility.
Right,
It's on
thank
that side.
Thank you.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this week we've got
So fucking weird.
this is from the Destiny of the Game Reddit. It's a small synopsis.
Yeah.
Small synopsis of the stream. So we've got the roadmap, which people have taken the piss and said the Australian roadmap is basically the Australian dates then turned upside down.
Yes.
So thanks for that, you fuckos. Gatelord's Eye has been renamed to the Lantern of Osiris. The new champion mods: Anti-Barrier Ranger, but for bows, scouts, and pulses. Unstoppable Burst for scout rifles. Unstoppable Shot for bows, and Overload rounds for auto rifles and submachine guns. Not confirmed, but we shall see. Now, with that, that's massively moving away from what we see currently.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they're making a decided effort to switch the matter, right?
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, you've got, what was that? Overload rounds for submachine guns, so that's still the reckless.
There was a few things Tomo said in the reveal stream that I kind of really, I mean, he's one of the dudes that ultimately dictates that stuff, and it really came across like they
Is that what's this husband?
Yes.
Yeah, there you
But they're really trying to push that. Like this is the season of scout rifles. This is the season of ranged weapons.
And you know what?
And they're bringing in an exotic scout rifle and sort of really doubling down on it.
You can
I'm not a scout rifle dude, but I can agree with
You
it.
can mod Randy's fisting glove, can't you?
Yeah, that'll be the.
It's going to be deadly.
It's
going
already
to be
pretty good.
fucking deadly, and it's already deadly anyway. We've got Guardian Angel grants a chance to generate healing orbs for you in scout, sniper, and bow, and linear fusion rifle precision kills.
There's a mic stand there. You don't need to hold it.
It's drooping
Okay.
like my cock.
And moving on.
Wait, so Guardian Angel. What did you say about Guardian Angel?
I don't know.
Drops an orb.
It
drops an orb,
Healing
yeah.
orbs.
A healing orb
for
on precision kills.
shots
Right.
of
You won't need to
scouts.
worry about that.
You use a revoker.
Adam.
Get out of here. On armor pieces, there is also a mod slot for the Season of Dawn. Some mods will decrease your stat values, so keep an eye on that.
Oh, okay.
So whatever mods that they bring in for this season, this seasonal mods system, some mods will decrease your stat values.
That's interesting. An interesting
It
design
really
choice.
is. Like, what would be the case for that? Like, would it be severely boosting?
I think with
others?
no, I think that maybe they realise that things can get well out of hand as a combination of like
Is it something
specking
that-
solely into one tree and then doubling down on an exotic that exemplifies it or whatever.
So
Or
something
a mod.
to fight
I'm not
power
sure.
creep, maybe.
I don't know. I just think that they're trying a lot harder to balance things out.
Hey, look at that. They're trying to balance things like they've been doing for ages, except all you fuckos on
Oi.
Twitter are still doing the same goddamn thing, complaining about it. You
I honestly
Protective
didn't.
light.
I honestly didn't think we would have an angry sloth because
Yeah, he's normally really
when you're in person, your kindness increases by about tenfold.
Sloth
but as
has
soon as I
a
fucking-
proximity-based
as soon as
kindness
I-
effect.
You know, I had 3 Canadian clubs at Brisbane and a bento box from a fucking Brisbane sushi place. And as soon as I landed in Sydney, my anger rose.
Yeah, it's an angry
Was it when
place.
you saw our faces?
Yeah.
No. It's when I saw half the fucking countryside on fire. Thanks,
Yeah.
Gladys, you koala killing bitch.
Oh, jeez.
Right. Protective. Protective light. While charged with light, you gain significant damage resistance against combatants when your shields are destroyed. This effect consumes all stacks charged with light. The more stacks consumed, the longer the damage resistant lasts. This might be one of the mods that we're talking about. This might be one of the changes that
Decreases the.
Yeah.
it decreases one of his stats,
Yep.
but your like you take less damage once your shield's gone.
Yeah, maybe.
Which even though there's no raid this time around, it might help.
What?
With
There's no raid?
There is no raid.
Stop.
There's no
Oh, yeah,
raid.
guess
And there's
what?
no trials. Quick,
Guess
better take
what?
to Twitter and read.
No trials either.
Oh, Trials is my favorite map. I mean, mode.
Trials is my favourite map. You do not even play the game, you daft prick.
It's true.
Right. Shield break charge. Become charged with light after breaking an enemy shield with the matching enemy type. What is this charge with light? Did they explain that? I haven't watched the video.
Yeah, it's basically like it's a system that comes into play in that back end. You know that like your the last mod slot. So basically, there's a whole up and down sort of flowing system.
Okay.
I'm doing a terrible job of explaining it, and I have no resources in front of me. Like normally, the 3 monitors I have to look shit up on the DL. So.
So basically, the whatever intelligence that we look like we had
Oh no,
we're just talking shit.
I think people lost that immediately.
Yeah, I think basically once if we haven't eroded it by now, surely within the next 5 minutes.
Empowering charge. Become charged with light by finishing a combatant, consuming 1/10 of your super energy. Precisely charged. Become charged with light by getting multiple rapid precision blows with linear fusion rifles and sniper rifles. -10 discipline. So that's that mod change.
Yeah, okay.
That's a lot, hey?
That is. Yeah.
It is, but
Is it?
if this
It'll-
empowered buff is actually all that cracked up as what it says to be
Yeah,
on
right.
paper.
Yeah, it's gonna need something to balance it
gonna
out.
have
a
to,
bit.
yeah, something to balance
Absolutely
it out.
balls out broken.
High
But
energy.
why would you have a negative? Why wouldn't you just have the rolls in it so you had to grind for the armor with the right rolls?
I
and
just
then
think that
add
it'd
the
be
mod
out of
to it?
control if they had.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what.
Well,
they're getting
just
at.
imagine if you specced into strength, like as a Titan, which you probably should anyway, and you're just walking around fucking just punching shit. But then you've got this fucking finisher that can also empower you as well.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah,
you're always getting your ability
You're
up.
double dipping.
Yeah,
really.
you're always getting your ability up.
Yeah.
So that
I mean, I just don't know. I
you don't fucking know anything.
I don't. Yeah, I know that's true.
Very,
I don't
very unkind.
It's all right.
pay a lot of
Accurate,
know.
but
Yeah, no,
Shut the fuck! I'm in striking distance.
hey, I've got my pillow here to defend me. Just because I don't want you touching my leg.
inside.
If anyone at home sees Matt put his fucking hand on my leg, you. If I blink, I'm calling for help.
Send help.
Help me, Orange
Don't
Jesus.
worry about it. I don't know what I was gonna fucking say now.
Oh, Maddie. Is Danny watching the podcast? And can we get her to
Probably
go,
not.
oh, Maddie?
Probably not.
Oh.
Yeah.
She doesn't like my content either.
Yeah, no. We know.
Oh, I nearly said something that would have been very bad. But moving on.
High energy fire, while charged with light, gain a bonus to weapon damage. Each defense.
Sorry.
Did you just adjust yourself on camera?
No, I'm just trying to get me friggin' shorts down out of me throat.
The podcast has been subtitled Calves Down Under.
Yeah. Destiny Down Under pod calves. Fuck. Anyway, moving on.
Right.
I feel like I've said that at least 8 times already.
Yes.
Yeah.
Each defeated enemy consumes one stack of charged with light. 2 more they didn't show. The Sundial looks like a menagerie encounter, which I'm okay with because I actually really enjoyed the
Yeah,
menagerie.
I think it's going to have a relatively welcome place, provided there's a decent chase.
Yeah. People are already saying the Jack Queen King's going to be the thing to chase for PvP.
Maybe.
Yeah. Jack Queen King's a hand cannon, Matt.
Then
I
again,
was like, what does that mean?
when Randy's was announced, everyone was like,
Fucking Yeah, you're right.
And then you get your hands on it and you go, holy sweet baby Jesus.
There will be a hard mode. First you kill some enemies, then go into the Sundial. Multiple new encounters, multiple new bosses. No raid and no Trials of Osiris, but there will be a power increase.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think the
base-
cap goes up to 960.
Yeah.
And then the peak goes up to 970. So
But most important, Saint-14 loves pigeons. What?
yeah, it's important.
How's
The
it important?
gutter bird.
That's why his ship's called Grey Pigeon. Because pigeons are
Shut
like.
up.
All right.
No, let him go. There's a whole part of this episode that is dedicated to letting Matt talk about Saint-14.
No,
and that
I'm
was the
aware.
perfect segue. And
No,
we've
I'm
just-
not doing it now. Do
No,
something
no,
else.
do
Do a different segment. Would you guys like me to destroy both of these fools on camera? I'll rip off his leg and then beat Log with it.
I'll whack my cock on your forehead.
Oh, you will not. You will not.
Right.
Not while I'm around.
How did
Speaking
you
of
get banned from Twitch? Well,
this one
would make Reddit, that's for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, if you whacked your cock on a dog's forehead, you'd get away with it.
we don't make nearly enough money to make these jokes. We don't make Amazon nearly enough
Can
money
you?
to make
What's the
these
time?
jokes.
What's the time stamp of that? Someone? We're at half an hour in at least. I hope.
Please no ban.
16 minutes.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, it was just a little joke there.
okay. So we've got the 12. There's not really much in the way of the 12.
I think there was a good few things about Eververse. I think they're doing their best
the
to
Eververse
make.
changes I will touch on, but
Yeah.
have you seen like these clips which made the rounds on Twitter? 7,000 likes, blah blah blah. But the Way of the Sharpshooter updates, which is basically just it's a trapper.
Yeah, I saw some incredibly nasty knife throwing.
Yeah,
I'm
so
a little
the-
bit worried about as a Titan who tends to run at people
there's
in straight lines.
There's the grenade, like the proxy grenade, and then there's the proxy knife as well.
Oh, that's right. The one that explodes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems to do a shitload of damage.
Yeah.
Wait,
and
have we
then-
seen that?
Yeah, they put tweets out with
Yeah,
I've
that.
only seen
there's a video
the
of
knife charge up throw.
Yeah, there's a video of it, and then the
Right.
animation for the charge judge throw is really cool. I
Does
can't
he
wait.
just flick it and then catch it? And
He's
throw
like he like spins it, and like
right.
they spin it and then throw it. I can't wait to see if Numi Dude actually does a like a live action of that.
Of just him flipping a knife.
Of just him flipping it off and then
Sounds
throwing it.
I can't
fraught
wait
with parallel.
to
It's
see
a
people
foam.
like get
foam knife.
knocked out of supers or something with
with
knife headshots or multiple
yeah.
knife
I
headshots.
man, this is
foresee
just-
there's going to be a montage inside a month.
It's going to be a montage inside a
Obscene
day.
knife kills.
Fucking inside a day. And they're going to show off some changes to Warlocks and Titans in the day to come. Did you see the Warlock melee?
I haven't. Was it
There was
today?
a Warlock. No. Like for the initial
Oh, yeah,
trailer.
yeah, throwing the
you can throw
fireballs.
out like 3 little fireballs.
Yeah, I did see that.
Right.
Yeah.
What, like Sagat?
Street Fighter.
Anyway, my bad. Like bigger than Ryu or smaller than Ryu?
Smaller. Smaller.
Yeah,
Think
right.
think like
So like Sagat.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? And did you? I don't think there's. Oh, right. Escalation protocol. Wave 7 chest no longer requires a key to open. So if you want to farm, even,
Yeah, I think that's
good.
That's just a friendliness move, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Each time opening the chest awards 1 piece of EP armor for your character class until you have the full set. Once the full set is acquired, some subsequent opening of the chest rewards a random piece of armor. Charged decryption keys and key fragments are being removed from the game. Fantastic. And EP weapon drops were not touched, but are still cumulative stream boss drops. The cost of slotting a weapon mod has reduced from 5,000 to 500.
Good move.
And fix an issue where 801 could grant duplicate weapon mods. Repeatable bounties have been added to the gunsmith. Merge Strike, Crucible, Gambit bounties on the Gunsmith Weekly Bounty field calibration into a single objective that shares progress from all sources, so you don't have to go into Gambit if you don't want to, because Gambit's fucking shit.
Stop it. Some people like it.
Ascension is legitimately the only person who likes it.
Hey guys, you want to play Gambit?
You want to play some Gambit, guys?
No.
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 Hey guys, do you want to do some Reckoning?
No.
Hey guys, you want to talk some law? No.
No. Shut up, Jay.
Matt gets paid to do that. Doesn't just talk to about this shit for nothing.
Remove Valor, Infamy, and Vanguard tokens from field calibration because there's no longer a requirement for any of these linked activities. And added a new mode, specific daily Crucible bounties, one per day, selected from full-time playlists and active rotators. There are some changes here for Code of the Missile, which I'm pretty happy with.
Yeah, it's just more damage.
It's more damage. It's legitimately more damage.
What's not to like?
Yeah. So slightly increase the amount of time you have in the air after activation. Cool.
Wait, what?
Doesn't that make you more...
So you don't fall as fast?
Yeah.
Does that mean you can
Fly
fly further?
You can fly further.
I mean, none of us really know, but it's like speculating. I mean, that could be a bad thing because if you're in the air, you can get shot.
This
Yeah,
one,
but you can aim downwards.
This one,
Thanks.
I don't know
Who'd you
about
learn
this
that one off?
I mean, Hunter Main's probably like this one, but I don't know. Vanish in Smoke. So this is Way of the Pathfinder, bottom path. Added a short period of 0.8 seconds after the invisibility is applied, where firing weapons or performing other actions will not break invisibility.
Wait, what?
So Vanish in Smoke is you throw down a smoke
Yeah.
bomb, you turn invis, yeah? So 0.8 of a second, you can fire your weapon or melee or whatever, and you won't come out of invisibility.
Really?
So
What?
after you immediately go invisible, you can...
You can fire again, for lack of a better term.
Right.
But 0.8 of a second.
It seems odd.
That's pretty. I mean, it's quick.
That's a long time.
It's quick, but
It's just
a second
the
is
only thing that comes to mind.
1,000.
Is the only thing that this reminds me of is when you have to do that with Crota. You know, like you'd melee him to go invisible, or and you wouldn't have a second melee or something like that. Like I just feel like this is going to be. What would you use it for?
I don't know.
You can't
Were
get
they
a
looking
snipe-
for something to buff in the Night Stalker? I mean, I'd be really happy if they just remove Hunter's Hold in general, but that's beside the point.
Just, I don't know.
So,
I don't think I understand it, to be honest.
I really don't.
so maybe you could smoke bomb. If someone's right next to you, you could smoke bomb both
Punch.
of you and then punch them. Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh, the delay is so that when you smoke bomb other people,
Yeah.
that they don't fire immediately and lose the
Oh.
so they've got a second or two.
So it's a
it's for other
PvE
people.
change, but
Oh.
okay, that makes more sense.
Thank
Wait, can
fuck Nick is here,
Can we
ladies
get a
and gentlemen.
live audience all the time?
Yeah, just someone here in the background to
Wait,
explain
but they
shit.
probably didn't hear that, so you say it again.
Right, so
It's for other people, not for you.
It's for other people.
Yeah, so if I smoke bomb you and you're
Is-
mid-fire, you don't lose it straight away.
Is
Yeah.
Way of the Pathfinder, is
Right.
that the one that has, like you throw
Thanks,
an
audience.
invis nade on other people and they can reload quicker and all that sort of thing?
No one knows.
Yeah.
Look at us fucking relying on our audience now. Oi, but what do you guys think no one can
What are
fucking
you doing?
hear? What about this question?
Right. Fucking Voidwalker Attunement of Fission, Middle Path, Handheld Supernova, the bane of all competitive players. Adjusted grenade charge time so it lines up with the animations and effects. This should make it more consistent to activate.
Great.
Yay. Fantastic.
Can I make it more consistent to fuck off?
Now, was it Maxi, did he like Rusted Lands or did he hate Rusted Lands? That's the thing.
No, Dead Cliffs is Maxi's map. Dead Cliffs is Maxi's map.
Right. Rusted Lands has been applied to appropriate playlists, so that's the D1 map.
Yeah, so it's coming back. It's a reprise map.
So that's good. Added the Dead Cliffs, Allegiance Gulch, Retribution, and Solitude to the appropriate playlists. And look at this. Removed Emperor's Respite, which admittedly I haven't seen for
it's
about
pretty
2.5
rare these days.
years. Equinox. Thank fuck. Firebase Echo and Vostok. Actually really liked Vostok. I really like Vostok. I don't know why
I don't know. I mean, well, they're taking them away and apparently working on them, but
You can
I don't
hold
know.
that
It'll be
B point
interesting to see if
pretty
these
well,
ones that come back have got something different about them. I'm not sure what's like. I don't know. I don't know why they're. That's what they're saying. That they're going to take them out and work on them. Cool. Maybe there's going to be some few extra boxes littered around to hide behind or something.
I wonder what Rusted Lands is going to look like post.
I don't know. I mean, I think the interesting thing is something that Deej touched on the live stream is that was a map that was pretty heavily tied to their initial sandbox testing with D1. It was one of the first maps that anyone really played PvP in D1 on. So it's kind of cool to have something that's
really?
that's that important in the grand scheme of things come back. It's a map that like was never my favorite map, but cool. You know, it's going to add to the variety, and it's a nice little bit of nostalgia.
Yeah. So the changes to the silver only content, just to quickly.
I can't concentrate because I'm looking at Log's fucking Hobbit feed, and it's why are your toenails so fucking long for?
In case I need to climb up like a fucking muddy embankment.
And why are they so grippy? You were like monkey feet.
Because in case I need to climb up a muddy embankment. How do you climb up muddy embankments?
Have you even been down to the river in the last 10 years?
Yeah. I'm going to catch the fish.
He's got his like
He catches the
pants
fish in
rolled
the
up
fucking-
like Frodo, just fucking in the river.
No, I wear shorts, mate.
Fuck, you're full of shit. Right, so this
Hard
season-
times, New South Wales. Half the cunt's on fire. Ooh, hang on.
That's your one. Fuck you, Gladys. Right. 50. So in the season of Undying, 50% of the Eververse content will have been offered as Bright Dust.
Yep.
Moving forward, in the season of Dawn, they're looking to make 80% of all Eververse content available for Bright Dust at some point.
I think it's a good move. I think that's
right.
people are most critical about that stuff and like the stuff in Eververse being in Eververse and being hidden behind silver. I think the next part's important as well.
Yeah, so I'm going to read this verbatim like I do with most things, but this is...
You haven't been doing that the whole time.
I've been doing this for the last 153 episodes,
It's-
except for the first one, actually. Because, again, I was...
You're in your car.
I was in my car.
Quality production.
On my phone. Right. In the season of Undying, we changed the Bright Dust from a pay and or pay to play... from a pay and or play to earn currency to a play to earn reward. We want all players to be able to acquire selection from their favourite Eververse content every season by just playing the game. And we've been keeping an eye on the Bright Dust economy in Season of the Undying with this in mind. In Season of Dawn, all dawning weekly and repeatable bounties will award Bright Dust in quantities equal to the amount awarded from Strike, Crucible and Gambit bounties, 200 per weekly and 10 per repeatable. Crimson Days will do the same for weekly bounties only, as the event does not include repeatable bounties. And duplicate purchase prevention. The
So I'm
Eververse-
just like staring.
Having an existential crisis.
Yeah, normally,
He doesn't
I'm
know-
just looking at my TV, so on my PC.
He doesn't know what to do.
But right now, I'm like, whatever, sloth.
No, you can't just sort of passively look at the camera
You
and
say
nod.
Eververse, let me fucking drone out.
It's getting better, Matt. That's all you need to learn.
Oh, good.
It's getting better.
Yeah, great.
There will be some maintenance in regards to Season of the Dawn, so make sure that you pay attention
Don't re about it.
and don't fucking...
it's
Especially you Europeans, you're pretty fucking good for it. Stop. Stop reeing.
Stop the re.
8 a.m. PST, 1600 UTC, Destiny service maintenance begins. 8:45 PST, Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 are taken offline on all platforms. 9 a.m. PST, Destiny Update 2.7.0 begins rolling out across all platforms and regions. 10 a.m. PST, Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 are back online on all platforms. Season of the Dawn begins. And 11 a.m. PST, Destiny maintenance concludes. So,
Have you ever considered going into calling horse races?
I stutter.
When? I've never heard you stutter.
Oh, his brain turns off commonly.
That happens to all of us. Have you
No,
not-
like-
you did it literally 1 minute ago.
Yeah, you were staring at the floor going, why am I here?
So fluffy.
It's really not. It's a floor in a pub, man.
Yeah.
I don't.
Please don't touch it with your hands.
Just lie on it
Don't
and be
even
like,
touch it with bare skin. Right.
Thanks to the pub, by the way. It's great.
it's great. It's a lovely- it is a lovely venue.
Thanks,
It's beautiful.
Grant. Yep.
I'm sure you'll see many photos on social media if you follow it closely. It's going to be great.
Yeah. So if you are one of those people who like to take to Twitter and about service maintenance times and all that sort of thing,
We moved on
people
from
really
this.
do that?
No one does that.
legitimately,
No one does
It
that.
is my favourite thing to do. To go to
To
any
get to
Bungie
complain
post.
about-
No. To go to any Bungie post and just scroll through the replies.
Oh,
Oh,
Of
yeah. This dude.
all of the twat badges out there.
Go on, keep going.
They're just so entitled.
Oh, yeah. How dare. I mean, that was. When did that happen? When they took when Destiny had the server issue?
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks ago or whenever it was.
I took today off to play Destiny. Well, that seems like a you problem, mate.
We
Can-
did do this to
Do you
death.
remember that text message I got? Can I give an example?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Please. Please, yes.
I won't say who it is, but we'll just do a bit of a reading. from
Yeah,
Marlon's
here's a reading
phone.
from Mylan's direct telephone line-based friggin' SMS messages.
This is
Mylan ... Me? Yes. Haha, how you doing, man? You keeping well? Me? Yeah, mate, doing well. You? Nah, man, I've installed Destiny 2 3 times over the last 3 nights. The game just doesn't want to work. Sony have escalated the issue to a specialist support team. I just got a damn exotic bow. Me? Oh, really? Weird. I'm on PC now. Him? So... ... You're not going to help me to get Destiny to work? Me? What do you mean? I don't know anything more than what you know. I am not fucking Bungie support. Okay? Unless you would like me to sneak in fucking a QR code linking to Bungie support in the next anthology, I can't do anything for you.
You've got Daddy Barrett's fucking direct line, mate.
Oh, God.
You got Daddy
I
Barrett's
don't
direct line.
know that it'll do
I
you any good.
I don't know what world that.
You know what it is.
And we're like friends, so I don't know
No,
why.
You know what it is because you've been to Bungie. Bungie account follows you.
I just don't think that people think.
They don't. They really don't.
I can't escalate that.
I mean, you kind of just did. I mean, if you're out there and you can do anything about
Dear
that.
Bungie support, if you're listening to this, please help. Send
Matt, blink twice if you're in trouble.
Fucking hell.
Do you want to talk about? I'm not sure if you can hear the traffic through the mics or not,
not.
but it is. We're in the CBD of Sydney, so there's a hell of a lot going on outside.
Have you done? Can I talk?
You
yet
can
or
talk
what?
about Saint 14.
Yeah, fuck, why not?
I actually want
Well,
you to.
The thing is, I can't mention all of it because we are having some cool giveaways later, and some of my law quizzes involve the saint himself.
Okay.
But I guess everyone in this room
Everyone in
We
this
can't
room,
are
win.
excluded.
and if you're on the stream,
but
then,
we could have some sneaky people in chat that might be.
if they're that resourceful, God bless their cotton
Anyway,
socks.
well,
mate.
let's talk about the father-son stuff because you
Okay.
goofed that up immediately, didn't you? I like it.
Look at him, he's
I
just
like,
in
being,
trouble.
I like being able to look at you too. I can look directly in his eyes. Got him. Adam. Anyway, look. When there was first introduced, Saint-14 called the speaker father. I think that was D2, and everyone's like, "What is he? The speaker's son put into an Exo's body or something like that?" There's nothing like that. It's closer to a religious father and son, and he calls the speaker father because.
Shouldn't you have to fuck off and vape or something right about now?
Oh yeah, you can stretch your back. We can watch you vape. Oh, get the vape cam. Turn that.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll risk the whole production to ears sloth out on a deck vaping.
Why I tell some law.
Jesus Christ. What is this podcast?
Oh, the whole reason I was saying it is because he didn't know the fucking. The whole reason I'm talking about it because he didn't even fucking know. He yawned.
I know.
He
It's fine, Matt.
walks
I care about this stuff, so please tell me. And I'm sure like the other boys want to know, and everyone in the stream,
Right.
so it's just stop being ignorant. Look at him, he's out there coughing up a lung.
Anyway, it's like you would call your priest father, and they would call you son.
That doesn't make me like the speaker anymore, I've got to be honest.
Yeah, look, remember this was also sort of just before Curse of Osiris, and things got a little bit odd. So that's why he calls it father and son. The interesting thing is, right, Saint's coming back, and in the trailer it said they're trying to reverse the Red War, right, or something similar to that. The Red Army's trying to reverse
Yeah, well,
the events.
there's cabal that are basically
Yeah.
trying to take advantage of the fact the Undying Mind's now out of the picture, blah, 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 blah.
And they'd use the shockwave going backwards.
Yeah.
Remember that the speaker died in the Red War too. So, and Saint-14 and the speaker are really close. So the speaker sent Saint on his basically journey to destroy the Fallen, his pilgrimage to destroy the Fallen, and then he went on to return Osiris back. So when Saint-14 comes back, he technically doesn't know that his father's dead. The speaker's dead.
That's something to be sad about.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if they'll address
do
it
you
or
reckon
not.
they're going to give him the Speaker's office that's in the tower that's just been closed for
That'd
the
be
whole time?
interesting, wouldn't it?
Get out of the shot, you muppet.
So that's one thing. Oh, look, I got something that you will like. I think
Okay.
you guys will like this as a fellow Titan, right? So
If it's
Saint
Titan
14,
related, I'm in.
Saint 14 was good friends with a Titan called Veltalo, and this is a tiny snippet of lore that made the video. Veltalo.
Velcro.
He was from Aerosmith's fight team, right? And we get this report, okay? And the report is addressed to Saint 14, and it's only a priority 3. And it says...
Only a 3.
It's only a 3.
What's the scale?
I don't know, but 3 is probably medium.
You reckon it's 5? What if it's 10? It's not very important at all.
Shut up. Anyway, it's a priority 3. He says... And this fire team leader says to Saint 14, at first I believed it to be a warsat. My initial assessment proved incorrect. The variable was a Titan who deployed himself from high ground to deliver an aerial melee assault upon the target. This proved a turning point in the battle, and we were soon able to incapacitate the warlord and prepare him for return to the tower. I have asked the Titan to file his own report, which is also attached, right? So then, Veltalo sends his report to Saint 14, right? From Veltalo to Saint 14. Category 8 sat bounce. Priority 1.
So is that really high or low? Like, high, okay. One's the highest.
I just had the best day of my life. Capitals, full stop, full stop, full stop.
Yeah.
Get ready for this, ...
This is whoever wrote this has just gotten Rick in a nutshell.
Yeah.
And do you know? Oh,
It's
do you
just
know what
man at arms, right?
Do you know what? Do you know what it's from?
What?
Peregrine Greaves.
Peregrine Greaves.
That's the Lord's House.
Hey, he learnt to do the microphone thing finally after 152 episodes.
Yeah.
That is from Peregrine Greaves. The narrative previews were released.
Yeah, they're epic.
Yeah, they're quite good. We did get an explanation of the ribbons.
Yeah.
The purple ribbons on the Grey Pigeon, his ship, and also his armor, and they represent a person or guardian or someone he's helped in the field. Every strip of ribbon was someone he helped get to the traveller.
Why are they all purple?
Oh, they're just trying to make it seem like everyone happened to have purple on them.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I
is
don't own any purple. I looked because I thought, if I ever need help,
Same 14.
yeah.
Just your loincloth, and he's like, well, you're going to
Well-
get something purple.
Oh, I've only got purple undies.
So, hang on. So, we've got that explained.
Yeah.
Are we ever going to get the explanation on why Tina Turner's covered in Warhammer medals and shit?
Oh.
Maybe.
I want to know. I legitimately want to know on why Tina Turner is
Sloth's
covered.
talking about Sloane.
Sloane. That's right. No, is it Sloane?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
It's Sloane, yeah.
the other thing, I guess, is my little Cade 6 pun
Yeah,
on
no.
Twitter.
Can you please
So
enlighten?
people
because
don't seem to realise this, is that I saw it for what it was when I saw it.
It was
and
a
I
poke.
like, you fucking penis. But
you shitstir. It was a top
you
tier
should fucking
shitstir.
shitster. But everyone who replied was just like, oh yeah, that does make sense. Like Saint 14 killed Cade. And I was just thinking to myself, really look at his tweets, ladies and gentlemen. He is the fucking biggest shit poster out of the three of us.
I don't know.
No.
I go pretty hard.
When I do. Look, this is what...
When
so
he
when I
doesn't
make-
always shit post, but when he does,
He's more likely to catch someone off guard with it, which is, I think, what has happened here.
So what happened was when I look to make a video, I usually I copy and paste everything from Ishtar Collective. So I wanted to make a video on Saint 14, so I got every reference about Saint 14. I put it in a Word document. I export it as a PDF. I sit on the couch with the Surface Pro and a pen, and I just write, like circle stuff and I write. And I was thinking of topics to talk about Saint 14, and I read the line about Saint 14 also hunted Taniks. And I thought, right. And then I just wrote, Saint killed Cade, lol. And then it ended up being in the it's in the video and it's also on Twitter. And the reason why is, so if you trace it all the way back, Andal and Cade made a bet about who could kill Taniks first. Whoever didn't kill Taniks had to take up the Hunter Vanguard position. But Taniks was a menace, and the speaker also sent Saint 14 after him. So I said, well, if the Saint 14 did his job and killed Taniks, then Andal never would have taken the mantle, And then Cade, after Ender was killed by Tannix after he returned, never would have taken the mantle. And Cade probably would have been out roaming the wild because hunters hate being in the city. So, AKA, also known as... No. What happened was... Saint-14 killed Cade.
Yeah, right.
You either need a beer or less beer.
Yeah,
or,
right. Anyway.
Yeah.
So there's some facts about Saint-14.
So, reference that is that I'm not sure if you spoke about it while I was outside having a fucking, but
He's your mate.
your fucking brother. Right.
Oh, the paradox as well. We haven't spoken.
Yeah.
True.
Speaking about the lore entries that are every day until the release of Dawn, the
Are they every day?
season of Dawn. Yeah, they
Well,
are
have been
every
so
day.
far.
Yeah, right.
So that puts us
The
in
one
the
that I read
Yeah, normally
today.
get about 5, yeah.
The one that I read today was very interesting, and I spoke to Matt about this in the taxi actually. But is that post Red War, post Curse of Osiris, after we've killed Panoptes and cleared the forest of his influence, Osiris is standing. He's got Sagira and building the sundial, and it's almost complete. Sagira's scanning things and getting really snarky and really uppity with him because she doesn't think this is going to work. And then the Drifter comes out of fucking nowhere and is just like, I'm the engineer of this. He was the contractor, hence why it took so long to fucking build, because he's dodgy as fuck. But
Go on.
but
Something cool to add.
but the Drifter was the engineer. Like, he was contracted to engineer everything and make sure it was all work, like the monochromatic core and all that sort of thing, was like to make it all work. But it seems like it was post Curse of Osiris, pre-season of the Drifter, because at the end of that exchange, Osiris says something along the lines to the Drifter, go and find... And then the Drifter go and find the hero, and the Drifter says, "Yeah, the hero of the Red War or something."
So
and
the Drifter hasn't met us yet.
It kind of sets it up as Osiris and the Nine and whatever other forces at work has actually gotten the Drifter to work with us.
Yeah, there's a bit of that. This is the thing that I just thought about then, right? Because when you're talking about the Osiris makes a sundial, and then he sends his... They're not called projections. What are they called?
I just call them copies. Like
there's a word for them now. Chat will know. Check chat in a sec.
But he sends them to the time streams to search for the correct.
One of them
Saint-14.
sees Saint-14 on his Fallen Crusade. Right?
Yes.
So let me talk about the paradox. So the perfect paradox.
Echoes.
I've actually found
Echoes, Matt.
Echoes. That's right. I actually found something that I missed the first time around.
Or reflections.
And there is a couple lines where Saint-14 says he saw a guardian from the future, and that is why he fought so hard at Six Fronts. And then he says that was his inspiration, and that we gave him the gun, and now he returns it to us. So, in Season of Dawn, are we going to go... Because he's already met us from the future.
Fuck.
So we've made the gun, right? We've seen his body, and we needed to see his body to make the gun, Perfect Paradox, in the Infinite Forge. We're from the future. We can now go back, still in the same timeline. We can go back, meet Saint-14, give his gun back to him, because he's got his gun because it's in the trailer. Give him Perfect Paradox, and then that completes the timeline, because then he's going to go forwards, die again, and then we're going to return the gun. We're going to get the gun back from him in the Vex simulation.
It's a cyclical...
But does that mean that we're actually going to go back to the Battle of Twilight Gap?
Are we going to...
That would be... crazy.
Well, no.
We've seen Twilight Gap in a campaign, in an exotic mission before. Twilight Gap was in No Time to Explain.
We have,
True.
but I think it's probably going to be more of a... as we're going to enter a time stream that isn't the one that appears of him giving it back to us. We're going to enter, we're going to use the sundial in the campaign. We're going to enter a time stream with the Perfect Paradox.
Yeah.
He's going to be there going, what the fuck?
Because
and we're just going, what's up, bro?
All I'm saying is, when he gives us Perfect Paradox, the reason why it's a paradox is because he says that you've already given this to me. So we have to go back in the past to give him Perfect Paradox for him to give it to us.
So maybe it's not an accident that we end up in a different time stream. Maybe Osiris sends us back. But here's the thing as well, is that I've seen a lot of people go...
Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I told you the first time, you said, "Fucking what?"
Yeah, but I was
moved
just being a prick.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of the litmus test of if or not you can explain it to a potato.
Yes. But no, here's the thing is that maybe during the campaign he says something along those lines and then we get sent back. But the one thing that a lot of people did sort of, I'm not going to say complain about, but did sort of reference is that why didn't we bring Cade back? And you know what? And I'm not posturing. I know what you're doing. I'm not posturing. I'm not being my usual fucking dickish self. Is that
Sure?
I don't believe Cade can come back because he died. He's dead in every time stream.
I think they're going to put limitations on this. Like,
I think Saint-14 comes back because he was killed in the simulation.
He was killed in the simulation. He wasn't killed in real life.
Yeah. I agree. In that respect, I agree.
And I would love to see Nathan Fillion come back to do it, but
I mean, there's the other thing of maybe Osiris just doesn't give a shit about Cade, so no one's trying to get him back.
They started introducing.
Pretty bad.
They started answering that though, so I think we'll get some reason because in the narrative preview, they sort of said, "Oh, where does it stop?" As in, where do you stop bringing everyone back? And it was like, "Oh, we can't goof around too much." So
interesting point from Etz, who is just sitting across the room listening to us anyway. But
hi, Dave.
Saint-14 was killed by the Undying Mind, so there's a potential to unravel it now.
So it just says that they made a mind. I don't know if it was an Undying Mind.
Well, the Undying Mind has been hiding itself in copies and copies of different time streams. So we've killed one at the very least.
Because he's meant to be resting on the husk of the mind that they made to simulate his light to
drain his light. Yeah,
to drain it. So, don't know.
From what I've been able to gather, is that this particular season might be a bit light on playable content.
Look, I think
might be in the operative word.
Let's talk about the reveal stream in that essence, and I think how to word this. It was good, and I enjoyed it, and it was nice to see a few people that I hadn't seen before that were absolutely excited about getting on and sharing their stuff. But in that same token, we're basically getting something in that replaces. What's the Vex thing called now? I've just drawn a total blank.
The Undying Mind.
No, the Vex activity.
Oh, the Sundial.
No, in this season.
Offensive.
Oh, the Vex offensive. Sorry.
Fuck, I even said half of it. Literally, Vex.
What do you fucking want from me? Right.
So
it's the Martyr Mind. It's the Martyr Mind, not the Undying Mind, Matt.
Martyr Mind.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just having a quick look now.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the reveal stream in and of itself, it's cool to see Jonathan Toe on it.
Oh, actually, I need to watch it.
Yeah, he's he's a wag. I like him.
Yeah, I met Jonathan at Guardian Con. Was that this year?
I don't know. Jet Setter. When was it?
Yeah, Guardian Con this year. And we had him on the law panel. Lovely dude. Really lovely dude. We he also has a love for Mithrax, so we actually hooked him up with Gamma Trap's House of Light Mithrax.
Oh, dude, that's unreal. So that's the heavy lined one too.
Yeah, with that
more anime shit. That's
and
incredible.
it's a very light piece for a fallen because that was the whole concept of Mithrax being House of Light.
Yeah.
So
have you seen? Speaking of art that has come out since this, but have you seen the fucking pieces that Mr. Munkus has done? And the pieces that Pesty has done. Yeah, we did.
No, but the Saint-14 stuff, it's gone into overdrive over the last week.
It's fucking insanity. We got sparrows on Mercury. Thank you, Virtual Gravy. The one thing that I took away from the most recent lore page from today is that one of Osiris's echoes disobeyed him.
Oh, yes.
And went missing for two that went missing for...
Yeah, right.
No, so one disobeyed him and went missing for years.
Yeah.
But it was just in a second for Osiris. But for in the time stream, he went missing for years. And then the other two, they were told to not stop. Not stop, don't stop.
You know what would be really cool? If this is a setup for an evil Osiris in a year or something. And one of them comes back, it's all
like fucking Wario.
Wario
comes back with a jacked mustache.
On a motorbike. He's not on a motorbike. That's Who's a yellow cap dude on the motorbike? Wario.
Yeah. Yeah, Wario's got a bike.
Yeah.
Well, he's got
Wait,
a car.
what did I say?
I don't know. You'll
I
know.
fucking know.
The brothers.
Nintendo are going to sue you for getting it wrong.
Sued. We're fucking podcast. The podcast is done. Right. So, yeah, that's what I found interesting. Like, very interesting about it.
It's an odd precedent to set for something like that. And
Well,
it opens up such
he
a can of
explains
worms.
the echoes as an extension of himself. So
He can see through them and stuff.
Is that is he losing control of his
Self?
It's a little
Self.
bit. It's a little bit similar to the Vex researchers, which we got more information about too. But I think it's different. But the Vex researchers made virtual copies of themselves, and they sent them through time through the Vex network, and they all lived different lives and developed differently. So, a couple were in a relationship, and in 99 timelines they were still in a relationship, but in some of them they had separated, and it's a little bit like that with Osiris.
And they've
like,
gone to kill each other like Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
and they
or something, I don't
and they converge on Praetor from the Vault of Glass to escape him. Do you have to fuck up every
Terrible reference.
Every
He does.
Yes.
everything.
I do.
Yeah, he does.
So it's like I'm not talking now, so I'm going to make
I'll
sure
show you-
no one else can.
I'll show you his contract after this.
Yeah.
It's in there.
Um,
It's the only thing in there.
It's just like not having fucking Discord delay. Fucking you guys are.
Yeah, true.
yeah, I mean that's really nice.
Yep.
But no, the reveal stream, as I was saying before, that it looks to me and it feels to me that might be a little bit light on content, but very heavy on story.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's ultimately the part of it that interests me the most, in that, you know, how are they going to roll out this story of Saint-14? You know, like, if we get enough of a, like, campaign-ish kind of thing to really... You were excited about something?
Yeah, I saw chat.
All right, okay, we'll just remember it.
Okay.
But I think if we get enough of a, like, if bringing back Saint-14 feels like a big enough sort of mission and thing in and of itself, I think that could be a really positive, like, step. Because, I mean... I think it was Robbie Stevens on the stream was saying, you know, like, basically the way Destiny was, you'd have that in a big lump, like at a content release, like Forsaken. You'd have all of these missions, and then after that, it was sort of like only the
Piecemeal.
live service stuff. Yeah, you know, where now they're trying to, you know, maybe roll out a short sort of campaign thing towards getting Saint-14 back and have that sort of stuff pop up more often. I think
I've got two questions on this.
Yeah.
I'll get to the one in chat about House of Dusk in a second. Do you think is Saint-14 going to be like a vendor, or was that actually Saint-14, or was that someone wearing a Titan wearing the armor and claiming Perfect Paradox, or was that actually?
I think it
I think it
was
was- I think it was
actually
him.
Saint-14
think it was
because
him.
Oh, because his voice, right?
well, his voice, but
Some
he's-
say I'm the greatest Titan of all time.
yeah, but there was
Not too
that,
good
but there was also
It's pretty shit.
so you think he's going to stick around then?
there was a
I think he'll
little
stick
cutscene
around
of
for the
him
season.
punching the fucking the Descendant Vex.
Or is it going to be more like Osiris? Because Osiris never stuck around.
I think it will. He'll probably pop in and out in regards
I
to
think
missions
so.
and stuff, and he'll be going off on his own little thing where we go somewhere else.
He's not going to be in his own. We're not going to see him in a social space.
I
are
don't
we?
think that we will see him in the social space.
Yeah. All right. The other thing I got excited about was in the narrative previews, House of Dusk was revealed to be wearing the same banners as. Sorry, House of Rain was wearing the same banners of House of Dusk. House of Rain, I think, has only ever been mentioned like once or twice in D1 Grimoire cards, and I'm pretty sure House of Rain was a prophecy, something regarding a prophecy about House of Rain. So there you go.
I thought that was a question for a second. I was
No,
so
no.
scared. Like,
The more questions are
It's
later.
interesting that like how many years do we even have a somewhat of a gauge on how many years have passed between that battle and now, in regards to the universe?
Oh, like
Yeah.
the whirlwind.
lots.
No, when he was fighting
centuries.
No. When he was fighting against on the high plains of the Fields of Glass, he was fighting for his life against Purple Bannered Fawn.
Oh, yeah.
How much time had passed between then and where
Wait,
we are?
but didn't they
now?
reference a war or something? Wasn't this after? Was this after Six Fronts or Twilight Gap?
No, it just Orion's quoted it here, saying an echo spies Saint from a vantage point on the high plains of the
Yeah,
Fields
right.
of Glass.
No, it might be something else in there though. I don't know.
And it was the same symbol as the modern House of Dusk soldiers, but they're the House of Rain, the lowest house. So How long ago was that?
Yeah, what
3
might
weeks.
happen is we might.
About 10 minutes
Do
ago.
you remember
know.
like Destiny 2 basically got rid of like the fallen houses? We went
Yeah,
from
they
having
kind of
all-
consolidated
they just
them all
all became
into
the
Fallen Sandwich, House
Yeah.
of Sandwich.
Yeah, House of Sandwich. They just all became one big lump.
Yeah.
So then maybe they'll
Whipped
explain.
cream.
Maybe they'll explain.
You know what we might do, dudes? Because we've got to start thinking about getting out of here because we've got an event to actually to
Yeah.
do in this space in like an hour and a bit. We're going to quickly field some questions. We might get the boys to read a few out or whatever. Whatever you're over there. I see Keg's over there. He's been sitting there just... I've been looking at him, not the camera, the whole time, just because I love looking at him. But oh, no, there he is. Yeah, there he is. There's Keg.
Yeah,
There's
he
Keg.
is. That majestic beard.
Look at it. Look at him. He's just having a great time over there. But if you've got any questions, we'll keep an eye out and we'll answer them. We're not going to commit acts of violence against each other. Matt might. I'm not participating in violence today.
Your toenails are really fucking long.
Yeah, I know. I should have clipped him. Pretty crook, hey? I didn't realise anything. Until Matt said something. I'm like, thank fuck, that's not a shot.
You have long fucking toes.
Yeah, I know.
too,
Like I'm
so
like
you
the
look-
John Butler of toenails. Like I can play if I can finger pick with my toenails at the moment,
Treat
in the
your
most-
mama with respect.
or I'll touch you with my feet.
Oh, God. From a question. Crook. That is fucking crook. But here's the thing: is that sorry, question from Freak Gaming at Milan. What about K-Bar?
Kabir,
Yeah.
yeah. Volta Glass. Something
Fucking Steve. I don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
we calling him
Oh, you
Steve
can call
from
him
now
K
on.
Resolve. There's multiple.
It's just as long as it's not Rahul.
Rahul.
No,
Yeah,
Ray.
right.
What was it, Matt?
I don't know.
Rahul. Silly prick.
Something was said about Kabir, I think, in the Aspect law book when they released that and they brought back Pradith and the Vex researchers. I can't quite remember it, but I'm pretty sure he's probably dead. But I guess what people are saying is if he died in the Vault of Glass, and maybe he's in a similar position as Saint-14. So
Yeah.
rewind it. I don't think they will.
Could we see Kaber return? Was he involved with the Vex in the Vogue?
He was.
Yeah, he made the artifact.
He made
He made the shield, didn't he?
He made the shield, yeah.
Yeah. From Etz, loser of tonight's trivia comp, trims logs toenails with their teeth.
I'm not even down for that, man. I'm not even. No.
Matt from Jugs. Matt, could you show us how easily you could take these other two down? Could you not?
Yeah.
We're both.
How did you get banned of Twitch?
Fighting. Literal loud.
I ripped a prosthetic leg off a man and then beaten a hobbit with it.
Oh. You fucking flog.
Question from TX, Mr. Sloth. What sort of beverages will y'all be consuming tonight? Everything. In moderation.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
From Sassy, why do cats shit so much?
Eternal question.
I
No one
don't know.
knows.
Why does cats shit? Anything from the Destiny cookbook on offer tonight? No, I think we're all going to have chicken
I
schnitzel.
think there's talk of cookies.
Wait.
Yeah, we just got
We're
the.
wrapping up.
Yeah. All right. We've just gotten
Proper
the,
production.
Yeah,
isn't it?
we've just gotten
Fucking wrap it up.
the
We've got the
lamb's
wrap.
crook. So yeah. Right. So we do absolutely. We are going to be consuming alcohol tonight, but it's going to be in moderation. We're going to do it properly and responsibly. So the event here at the Crown Hotel in Surrey Hills, we have a like you can't just rock up. So if you're in Sydney and you don't have a ticket, sorry, but yeah. But we are hosting. We've got Razer computers set up over there behind the camera. We're going to have games of Gambit and PvP and blah 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 blah. We've got
A heap of art.
A heap of art,
massive
like we've
Gamma
got-
Trap banner out the front.
Yeah, Gamma Trap
It's
did
insane.
look at this
banner
art here. Like
artwork.
we've got here. We've
Yeah,
got
that's
this here. We've
the
got the
one
boots.
part of it that was small enough to get there.
Yeah, we've got the boots as well, which they actually look really cool.
You know the only thing that's missing on the boots?
What?
They should have put the Destiny symbol on the sole of them.
Oh, that would have been incredible. Yeah.
They didn't.
We've got a few drinks. We've got people. We've got giveaways. We've got lore trivia. We've got
Yep.
some
It's a good
things.
night.
And this is the first Destiny fans FANZ event organised in conjunction with Bungie. So thank you, Amber and Felicia and
Yeah.
Ben from Felicia and Ben from Reboot and
Yep.
Amber from Bungie for helping us organise this. And Thank you to our production crew and our...
Yeah, it's weird.
It legitimately is. It legitimately is. Matt and I got here late, and these guys were in full swing and setting up everything. Kegs, been part of the podcast.
Kegs executive producer over there. Just
legitimately executive producer.
We've cut the keg cam again.
But he's been our artist since day dot. He's been Log's mate since they were fucking wee babs.
Yep.
So they're...
It's just good to be down here and have a community event that we know is going to... with PAX was great, but we did all that off our own back, and it's now incredible to have sort of Bungie supporting this sort of stuff, and not just here in Australia, but everywhere, looking to put this community stuff together, actively bring people together in their local area with other players and stuff. I think it's... I don't know. I don't know if other games do that, because I honestly don't give a shit about other games. But I'm pretty chuffed that we get to do this stuff and be part of it. So it's going to be a great night. And if you're not here, then suck eggs.
Well, I mean, there is a guest list. We've given.
Yeah, I mean, there is a all the tickets.
You can't just rock up, but hopefully next time we can do something.
Yeah,
where people can just fucking rock up.
I don't know. Let's not get into planning.
We're not getting into planning or anything, but it is what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, if you are making your way down here tonight, cool. We'll see you then.
Safe
travels. Come up to us, say good day. I promise we don't bite. Matt licks for some reason. I don't know. He's a bit weird like that.
I nearly said something really inappropriate yet again. I'll tell you it's off air.
Is it about the conversation we had last night before he disappeared?
Yeah, funnily enough, yeah.
Right.
Fucking wrap it up, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen,
if
you've been in the live chat and had to deal with our audio issues and all that sort of thing,
thank you for your patience.
Thank you for your patience. Thank you for the resubs and new subs. Scratch, Sassy, from what I've seen of the, we've seen a few bits and all that sort of thing. Thank you guys. To our live chat, thank you. Thanks for watching.
And if you're watching this on YouTube or wherever else, listening to it on Spotify, thank you for your continued support. We've got numbers through the week that the podcast have been listened to 56,000 times on Spotify.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And it's only been on Spotify for not quite a year.
Fucking life, you lot.
I know, right?
Jesus Christ.
That's not the sort of thing. I don't look at the stats. I just, we focus on what we do, and that's it.
People have been tweeting
the email came through, so it's cool. A lot through the week of people, with their number one podcast on Spotify. That shit's insane. I can't believe people do that.
Wrap up.
The law will find you, and so will Matt's fist.
Right. Matt's getting angry. YouTube's fucked. Like and subscribe. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Bye.